Well, hello everybody. Hello Twitch. As Chris Walters said last week, I am not Ryan Cottrell. So Ryan is away this week again. So I am here to fill in his humbly fill in his shoes, and I am producing and hosting tonight. So you'll have to forgive the blips, the blops, the stupid stuff that's going to happen because I'm trying to wear two hats. Let me not take that away from the excitement that I have for our guest tonight. Our guest is Quinn Sullivan. Quinn, hello.
Hi, thanks for having me.
And Quinn is a seasoned, I'd say seasoned. He's new to the DMing world, a couple of years, but
Yep.
if you have not seen the premiere show that he has over on Soul Bear Prod, Threads of Fate, you're really missing something. It's quite a remarkable project that they're doing. It's a little dark for me. I don't tend to like the campaigns where everybody dies all the time, but if Curse of Strahd is your jam, they do it really well. Their romp through Barovia is fun.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm typically not a fan of All the Death either, but I mentioned Curse of Strahd, and they were like, "Oh, let's all do it." And I was like, "All right." It's
yeah,
like,
I'll sharpen my fangs
yeah, exactly.
and get ready. So, yeah. So no, I've been watching. I mean, you're probably what 3 months into that campaign. I mean, you're editing your episodes. What episodes are you up to here now?
We're up to episode 10 now.
All right, so
So yeah, a couple months.
yeah,
We're playing every week. Yeah.
yeah.
So it I don't and yeah, I mean it's just a ton of fun. Curse of Strahd was like the first module I ever DM'd too, and I DM'd it pretty poorly about 2 years ago when we first started, because Ravenloft is like one of the most complicated dungeons you could ever come across and run. But now it's interesting going back to Strahd and being him as a villain, his brutality. It could get really dark to like because he'll just be driving in the car one day being like, "Oh yeah, that is how Strahd would kill them off," like a light bulb.
Yeah, well,
So
I am struck by some of the unique things. I mean, I watch a lot of Twitch. We're here, and I watch a lot of
yeah,
RPGs, and I really enjoy a couple of things that you do there. I like how you have players take off their headphones. And I guess I've seen that other places, but not used as much as you do. So instead of someone having to pretend to not know this, you can kind of control that in a different way. And you've done some one-on-one shots, specifically with the Malkacha character when she was. Well, I want to no spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen the campaign yet. You have to tune it in, but you guys did it. It was just the two of you kind of going through the content, and she's really great at playing that character and as a character.
yeah.
So it kind of sets it apart. I mean, when you tune into Critical Role or you tune into, you kind of know what you're getting into. It's formulaic. There's the people, the pretty people are sitting on both sides of the table. There's going to be some dice rolling. There's going to be some storytelling. But when you tune into the Threads of the Fate, I really find it interesting how you've changed things up to be a little bit different.
Well, it's interesting. You mentioned the one person one shot, and I actually got that bit of advice from Matt Mercer.
There we go.
Um, yeah, when I was at Geek and Sundry, we were about. I think it was around the same time. It may. Yeah, no, we were visited Geek and Sundry with a friend who I was going to move up to LA with at the time, and they were kind enough to be like, yeah, come on in and see what it's all about. We got to sit on Talks Machina, which is our after show, and got to talking. It was wrapping up our 2 year campaign, and my brother, who was with us for the entire time, uh, started getting auditions and roles, and go really making a career as an actor finally. And I was like, I just can't make. He was really bummed about not being able to make it. He had this really cool character who was a mix of like, I don't know how else to describe him, but like drunk Sherlock Holmes wizard.
Yeah, drunk Sherlock.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, and he made it to level 22, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm really bummed." And I was like, "Hey, you know what? Let's do a one person one shot." He's like, "That sounds boring." I was like, "No, trust me, it can be exciting." And we sat down, literally on the floor that's right here, and just rolled dice on a book. And me and him RP'd, and it led to some hilarious moments. He had this apprentice wizard who I that's not really a joking matter, but it was actually a really clever way to like get through this kind of loophole that he found himself in. I actually don't want to say the joke because it's really not that funny. But yeah, it started there, and then when Malkacha went over to Ravenloft, I was like, she ain't getting out of this one.
Yeah.
But I remembered she made a pact with Strahd, and I was like, all right, maybe she can. And that's where the one person one shot for her came out, and who knows, maybe some more will come out, because I liked that one person one shot I did with Shrieky a lot. It's one of the greatest DM things I've ever had the pleasure of DMing. It was intense and epic and awesome.
Yeah.
And the episode just went live today on YouTube, fully edited in episode 4. So if people want to go and see it again, they could relive through all that just intensity.
Now, well, that's good. That's a great segue because this comes into you had done the first, I don't know, 7 or 8 episodes over on Solabon on your Twitch channel, and then
Yeah.
you and Brian founded Soul Bear Production here a couple of weeks back.
Name's changing to Soul Bear RPG for reasons we didn't look too far ahead of, legalities
Oh,
informing our company. So it's being switched over to RPG, which was our second name for the company, and it really probably should have been our first when we both. I was calling with Brian about this sort of stuff
yeah.
earlier, and we were like, yeah, man, why don't we start off with Soul Bear RPG? Like, because we want Soul Bear to eventually go up past RPGs. Like, Brian and I are both very creative people, and we enjoy writing, and we enjoy coming up with ideas like scripts and TV shows and all this sort of stuff. And that's the reason we called it productions and not RPGs. But eventually we kind of came around to the conclusion, like, God, we should name it RPG. Like, how many Hollywood production companies have like Bad Robot or just have silly names like that? We should have just
Right.
stuck with RPG.
Well, and it kind of makes it a little more evident what it is from a branding perspective. So yeah, like you said,
Yeah,
when you're ready to go beyond that, then you can come up with another brand. You know, who owns Google now? Alphabet or some crap. So I mean,
yeah,
you know,
newly formed company.
yeah,
Yeah, but at the same time, we kind of just want to stick with Soul Bear RPG because, like, if we ever do go beyond it, like,
yeah,
for some, Disney, super happy ending reason, we're like have this hit movie or something. It's like a little knock back to our roots, and like,
yeah.
RPG. That's where we started,
Well,
and we love RPGs. So
Well, it's interesting because we're kind of coming up through this at the same time. We both started our projects here about the same time, and it's fun to watch you guys bring your stuff together. I mean, Brian's got the Nerdy Point of View podcast. That's part of it on that side. Is he doing that through Soul Bear as well too, or is that
yes,
so that's
yep,
kind of all under the same umbrella. So,
all
so
of it
these
is. Yeah,
pieces all kind of come together, and we're doing the same thing. I formed as an LLC, this year, and all these things that you want to think about games and you want to think about RPGs, and you find yourself doing, being business. So it's really great to watch you guys work because you've got Brian is doing a lot of that business kind of stuff, and you get to be the creative force from the DM perspective. I do want to go back here real quick. Tiny Rhino, which is Chris Walters, is in chat, and he asked a great question. He said, "How do you, from a creative perspective, how do you take a module and that's pre-written and scripted, and the work is done? Does does that hold you back in creative ways, or does
no,
it really just guide you creatively?"
I look at the modules like blueprints. I mean, ultimately, they're like terrific stories. I love Curse of Strahd, and actually, a lot of the Curse of Strahd that I'm running um, is inspired by the oh man, Paul Kemp, I want to say, novel Strahd, which is a novel that's primarily about Strahd and his beginnings and his past and um, all that sort of stuff. And but also, I like to implement my players' backstories into the stories and into the modules. Like my friend Riley, and the first time we ran Curse of Strahd, she ended up being a daughter of Boarding Canaan, and who is like the who is an uber powerful wizard throughout D&D history, and he eventually shows up in Curse of Strahd.
Spoiler.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's not that light of a spoiler. They probably, there's a good chance, because the other thing when you're go with these modules is the story could go, because the players have the option of just going in a completely different direction, and being like, oh yeah, we should go to the Amber Temple at level 7. Okay, I guess, but that's what you're doing now. So it shouldn't really hold you back, but the mod. A lot of improv has to come into play, especially for me, because I let my players just kind of explore the world a lot more than usual. Because I played with some DMs who were like, "Oh no, it doesn't work," but I rolled a 19 in the lockpick. Yeah, nah. I was like, "That's bullshit. I wanted to
Yeah.
open the door."
Yeah,
And
that's them trying to steer it too much. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm a bad metagamer, man.
Yeah.
Like I went back through the module of, I want to say it was Princes of the Apocalypse. I'm like, it was a DC 20, it was a DC 15. I should have been able to get through that door. But yeah, like and I've just never always been a fan of like somebody having a really creative idea and saying, nah, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Well,
So
that comes back to your threads of fate. Everybody's playing their character and they're getting into it, and your crew is they really embrace it. I've really enjoyed watching people get emotionally connected to their characters. And the paladin brought the house down on himself, right? I mean, he knocked this
yeah, no,
not,
yeah,
let's burn this place down. What are you going to do? Chris is Digital Carnage is going to play the game with us when we get to the table tonight, and he's newer at this, but he cast Burning Hands or something like that, and didn't realize that everybody was in front of him, so he burned the
yeah,
party. So I mean, there's sometimes that you as a DM, you want to kind of keep people in line, but you got to let them find their own mistakes too. So
no, yeah, I definitely get attached to characters. Especially my players' characters. And you're not supposed to say you do have favorites. And when you accidentally kill one of your favorites, you're like, ah, shit.
yeah, yeah,
Especially permadeath, because in D&D, you have resurrection magics, and you have the ability to
yeah,
mess up and come back and try something again. But there are some things where that just doesn't work, and
yeah.
they're gone for good.
Yeah. Yeah, it
They're
was that was a dark night when Noakes so there was yeah.
Yeah,
I got to
and
stop talking about your campaign. Just because I'm watching it doesn't mean I can ruin it for everybody who's going to be watching it on YouTube. So
yeah.
uh
Well, we have Threads of Fate, we have Star Wars, and then we have Norvas, which is with the group that I first DM'd, that I first ended up playing with. Cy Riley, Brian, my brother was in there originally. We started off with a girl named Camilla, who had to quit, unfortunately, due to college. Perfectly understandable.
yeah.
And then my best friend of like God since I was 2, Nick, eventually joined us as well, but he went up to UC Santa Cruz to pursue his master's in game design. So Norvas is kind of the homebrew world that we take part in.
What system is that?
And
5e? Is that
it
just
is 5e. Yeah, it's 5e. It's a lot like Critical Role Tal'Dorei. You know how that's sort of like it didn't take part in the Faerun or in the Forgotten Realms or in any of those settings. Matt Mercer made a homebrew world,
yeah.
and I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy doing this, but eventually I fell in love with the story I have planned out in my demented head about where this thing could go, because Norvas is a lot more in a world where I saw a lot of like these Twitch D&D DMers and streamers being like, yeah, this is like Game of Thrones or The Witcher, and I love those pieces of fiction. I almost got a Witcher tattoo. I played, the Witcher saga and read all the books because of it, and I love Game of Thrones, and I think George R. R. Martin is a genius, but I just didn't want to DM something like that. Like I was like, you know what, this one's going to be a little more Studio Ghibli Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
This it's a success sort of world. It's not going to be as dark. It's not going to be as hardcore as. It's not going to be so hard on magic, because we eventually started in the Vexen Empire of that in that world, which is very restrictive. It's akin to like ancient Rome, set in the Renaissance, but Roman laws and philosophies. Slavery is very much a thing there. It's not in the kingdom of Norvas, and they hunt down magic users in the Vexen Empire. We played that. We played that originally for Tomb of Annihilation, and they just didn't have any fun with it. And I was like, you know what, we're going over here, guys. But there is a lot of freedom that comes with running your own homebrew campaign, and it's a lot more enjoyable. Not that I don't love the Threads of Fate.
Well, it
But
brings with it extra work though too, right? Because you don't have that canon of content that's pre-made, right? Or that's, I don't know.
yeah,
It requires you as a DM to be more creative and create more, I guess.
I always have an idea in my head about where things are going to going, but I don't traditionally do too much DM prep work. The most DM prep work I do when 30 minutes before showtime.
Yeah.
And I'll just write down monster stats and look it
Yeah.
up on D&D Beyond. But when I come home, the way I relax is by thinking up monsters and dungeons and
Yeah.
all
Prac-
that stuff.
pra-
I don't play too many video games
you
anymore.
practice your accents, right?
Yeah.
it seems like that Irish guy comes out quite often. That must be one of your favorite, you
Well, you
know.
could date an Irishman. You could date an Irish woman for 10 years, and you actually pick it up every good every now and then.
And with the name of Quinn, I mean, so you probably got some Irish heritage there too, right?
I do, but
Yeah.
my ex who passed away, she was Irish proper. So
Yeah.
we every now and then her brothers will come out and visit me, and like I used to go up there and visit them a lot. I should still do it a lot more than that. I have been doing. But yeah, Ireland has always had a little piece of me inside there. And I'm half Mexican too.
We're all half something. I keep thinking I'm going to get one of those 23andMe chromosome things or whatever, and find out that that I'm from
Oh
some.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
my
but
dad found out he was part Swedish,
part
and we're like,
Swedish.
really?
Ah.
Yeah. That's a new one. All right,
Yeah.
someone in the family
Start
mixed
calling
up
him
there.
Sven. Is his name Sven Sullivan? So.
No.
All right. Well, this is Geek Spiel. This is Table Crashers. So let's get to a table crashing here. We're gonna. So you haven't been on the show before, but we're gonna play a board game and on Tabletop Simulator, and we're also gonna keep talking to you and loading up questions. Um,
I'm ready.
when Ryan plays, he actually plays the game, and I am not. So let's get over to the. We're gonna transition over to the table here now. The magic of that kind of stuff, and we will introduce real quick our visually not there but spiritually there party, and that is Chris Cornell. Hello, Chris Cornell.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing this evening?
I
Looking
wish
to
I
play
got
some.
Taco Bell.
We should got
Ah,
Taco Bell.
yeah, we talked about eating on air, and then you never did, right? So,
No.
yeah, Brian will go out and get some, and then tell you how good it tastes, I guess. And we have a newcomer to the Geek Spiel family. She's been in Discord chat with us for a while, but this is the first time to have her on air. Anissa Alexander, say hello, Anissa.
Hi.
Anissa and I played a game together a couple of months back over on Overboard Games Twitch channel, and that's a lot of fun. I love playing games on this tabletop sim. And Anissa, you have played in real life one of these Spice Road games before, right?
Yeah, I have.
All right. So
Pretty fun.
she is the only seasoned player here, so that guarantees her victory. And last but not least, certainly not least, because he will not let us think he's the least, is Mr. Frank Orsina.
You're dang rootin' tootin', I'm not least.
And this time
Wow.
it really is Frank. The last time it was his brother Jason playing under the name of Frank, but this
He
time
just doesn't carry the ego.
he doesn't. Well, I mean, he carries his own ego. It's just not. Yeah, it's just not as strong as yours. So, We are looking at the table. Everybody can see the table here, and I will go through a quick talk about this game. But this is a uh, kind of respected as a gateway game. It's pretty simple. It's light strategy. This is a set collection kind of strategy game, and you've got a few resources which are spices. In this version of the game, it's just these the different colored cubes, but because this is a non-copyrighted version of this game. So the cubes, the names of the spices aren't there, but you can imagine there's cinnamon and whatever. So, but the cubes all have trading value. So on the boards here, on the lower right-hand board, I've got the black hand of Game Master here.
The hand of Vecna.
The hand of Vecna is down here, and that's going to be and this is going to be the first player, and this is her player board down here on the right, and she actually starts the game with 3 yellow cubes, and the second player to her left on the bottom left is Quinn, and he's got 4 yellow cubes. We go to the top left, and we've got Chris Cornell. He starts with 3 yellow and a red, as does Frank Orsina. The game goes in rounds, and it plays quite quickly, but on your turn, you've got a couple of options. You can take a resource card, you can buy a victory point card, or you can do some trading. You can play a card. So what we'll do here is everybody has 2 cards in their hand. Anissa, can you lay your 2 cards out in the middle of the table before I spread these out?
Yeah. I don't know if you want them face up or face down.
Yeah.
Mm.
So.
Oh, no, my thing.
Yeah, if you just get it out there, I can flip it and lay it down. So each of the players have these 2 cards in their starting hand. Whoop, where'd it go?
But
Somehow it ended up in my hand.
yeah, Chris stole it.
Yeah.
I did no such thing.
And it begins.
Yeah, and here we go already. All right, so these 2 cards are the basic cards, and the first one is if this card is in your hand, when it's your turn, you can actually play this card by laying it down, and you claim 2 yellow cubes. So the 2 in the upper left-hand corner is the number of cubes that you claim. So on her turn, she lays the card out and says, I'm taking 2 yellow cubes. She takes 2 yellow cubes from the supply, and she puts them on her player board. She now has 5 yellow cubes. Also on her turn, she could play the trader card, which allows her to trade cubes twice. So she could take 2 of her yellow cubes, put them in the bag, and take a red cube. That counts as a trade. If she had 2 red cubes, she could trade them in for a green cube. If she had 2 green cubes, she could trade them in for a blue cube. Now, this is going to sound like heavy math, but don't freak out. If you had 4 yellow cubes, you could trade them in for a green cube. So they're by the powers of 2, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
Da, da, da. So you don't have to think about the math because it's not going to come up that often. But you can. This card allows you to make 2 trades during your turn. The other option, the other action you can do is, if you think about these cards in your hand, when you play the card out of your hand, it stays down. It stays played in your discard pile. After you have played both cards, they automatically come back into your hand and they're refreshed. Or if you want to play a card twice, without having to play the trader card, you can on your turn you can rest. I'm doing finger quotes that only the people on watching Twitch can watch. You can rest, and that allows you to take any of the cards that you have out and put them back in your hand without having to play the rest of them that you have. Because as we go on, you'll have 6 or 7 cards in your hand. So your choices are: you can play a card from your hand that will either let you take cubes or trade cubes. Or you can buy, Anissa, you can take those 2 cards back. There you go. So, or there are going to be 6 of these cards, which I have shuffled prior to the game. These 6 of these cards are going to be laid out in a nice, neat, and dandy row. This is going to feel a little bit like Small World, but if you want to take on your turn, you want to take this card that's all the way over here on the left. In this case, it's the woman riding a horse here. You can just, I'm going to take this card, and that's your turn. You don't have to pay for it. If you want to take the 3 yellow cube, the second card in the row, you have to take one of your cubes, it doesn't matter what color, and place it on that, and then you can take that card. If you want to take the third card in a row, you have to seed so you have to pay to go past the cards. So some of these cards further up the road are going to be a little more up the spice road, are going to be a little more valuable. So you might want to do that. The thing is that if Anissa does this on on the next turn, if Quinn wants to take that card, he gets the cube that's on it as well. So you're kind of you're paying resources that get passed to the next person over. So these cards are out, and anytime a card is taken, all the cards will shift to the left, and the new card off the deck will come out on the right side of the stack over here. Will come out closer to the deck. All right, so that is one of your other options. You can use cubes to buy cards, or just buy the one on the left, and you bring that to your discard. That does not go into your hand, so you have to work it into your hand. The other row of things here, and this is how you win the game, is to have these victory point cards. So as you
Sorry, it's just Niccolo Machiavelli in a strategy game. I love it.
yeah, like I said, the artwork for the game is really pretty, but I'm sure Plan B had some thoughts about not using that. So whoever made this game, in fact, in the workshop on TTS, it's all in a Russian language. So don't click on any links in here. I don't know what you're going to get, but so this row operates the same way, except you don't have to pay anything. You could, if you had 3 yellow cubes and 2 blue cubes. I'm looking at the 11 victory point woman on the far right here. If you had 3 yellow cubes and 2 yellow cubes on your player board when your turn comes, you can take those and say, I'm buying this card, and then you would Anissa would take that card, and those resources would go back into the bags. So what you're doing is you're buying and you're collecting and trading spices until you can build them up into a way that you can purchase victory points. So the trouble is going to be is that everybody can see what resources you have. So if you're obviously building up towards one of these cards, and Frank is paying attention, he can jump on it before you get a turn to take it. So the gold coins up here, if you happen to take the card that's in the furthest left position, you actually get to take one of the gold coins with it. So that's 3 victory points at the scoring at the end. So this card is worth 13 in scoring, plus you'd get a token for 3 more victory points. So there is an advantage of working towards the cards that are in the left side of the stack. You don't have to pay to cover anything if you want to take one in the right. You just don't have the advantage of taking that. So if you were to take this card, they would all shift down, and a new card would come out over here on the closest to the deck. So if someone were to take that because it also gets you the 3 victory points, then the next card would shift down, and that is now worth the extra bonus 3 victory points. So you want to kind of plan your thing that way. So your options on your turn are pretty light. You can take one of these cards and pay for it if you have to. You can play one of the cards from your hand, which allow you to get resources or trade, or you can you can spend your spices and buy one of the victory point cards. The fourth action, of course, is you can rest, which puts all the cards that you've played so far back into your hand, so you can start that pile over again. So, was that terribly confusing?
I just have one curiosity about this. I understand, like, you can put down, but what dictates the cost of the card?
The cost of the card is where it is in the row.
That's okay. Sorry,
Yep.
that's what.
This
sorry.
one will always be free. This one will always cost you 1 spice of whatever color you
Okay.
want, because you got to put it on top of that card. So
what do the symbols mean?
all right. So this is the trading card that Anissa laid out earlier was you can do 2 trades based on math. 2 yellow cubes becomes 1 red cube. 2 red cubes become a green cube. You can do that with that card. This one says if you have 3 red on your board, you can trade it in and you get 2 yellow and 2 green back.
Okay.
So it allows you to play that card, but if you don't have the 3 red resources, it does you no good to play it. So,
Okay.
but you might as well just take a rest and get your cards all back. But if you have 3, you can play that card and turn 3 red into 2 yellow and 2 green. So if you see the numbers on the bottom of the cards, they tend to kind of explain how the higher that value, the more powerful that card is.
Okay.
So if you think about it, 3 yellow here is powered of 3, and that is 3 yellow spices. 2,
just gives you 3. It's not
yeah,
a trade in.
you play that card, and then you draw 3 yellow from the spice bag and put it on your player board. The next one
Same
is
with the other one is 2 and 1.
right, but if you think about it, that red one is worth 2 yellow in the trading
So you're
cycle.
getting 4 yellow basically.
Right. So yeah, so you can do the trading either way. You can trade 2 yellow into a red, or you can trade a red back down into 2 yellow if you need to.
Interesting. Okay.
But that takes your turn. So one of the things I'll tell you is that as you're drawing cards out of the middle, since I'm not playing, I'll shuffle. I'll bring the new cards out and move things around, because Quinn is going to lay a card down and say, "I'm taking 2 yellow cubes." Well, the next person can go while he's drawing the 2 yellow cubes out. They don't have to. There's no reason to wait.
Okay.
So, all right. So, Anissa, you've heard this all before, and you're going to whoop us tonight, I'm sure. So why don't you give it a go?
Ladies
If you
first.
keep gassing me up and I place like glass, this is gonna be a problem.
Oh, but
don't worry, guests never win here.
no, they don't. And but without Chris Walters in play, you're probably
Well,
gonna be
yeah,
all
that's
right.
true. He does
So.
he does cheat.
He does cheat, and he's in chat. So,
I concur.
so if you want to when you play your card, if you play a card, lay it out there where the board can see it, and then take it back.
I think I got about 62% of that, so I'll learn as I go.
You really will. It's not going to be hard.
Like all card games, I'll understand it until I lose.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Chris says he always wins.
Oh no. There you go. She's paying to take a more valuable card.
No, I
Interesting.
want this one.
There you go. So that goes down into her.
Card all that more valuable?
To her, it was. To her strategy. Don't question her.
Oh, this is from a discard hand.
All right. So her turn was she bought that card. It goes into her discard pile, and a new one comes out.
Okay.
And now it's over to you, Quinn. Your choices are. Yep.
Okay, go on. Tell me
Your choices are to pick up this card for free. If you
Yeah.
if you really want this one, you have to lay another spice of any color on that card to get the next one in, or you can play one of the 2 cards in your hand.
Okay. I don't think I want to do that quite yet. So in order to get these victory points cards, I need both of the colored costs,
Yeah.
correct?
To get that one you
Okay.
were hovering over, you'd need 2 yellow, 2 red, and 2 blue on there.
I just like the prints. I'm a fan, man.
Also for you new guys, you can't at the end of your turn, you can't have more than 10 spices. So during your turn, you could collect a bunch, but if you don't trade or do something with them, you'll have to discard down to 10 spices at the end of the turn. So
call me Muad'Dib, all the spices.
Are the rows specific to the colors, or
they
can
are
I put...
they are not. They're anything goes
Okay.
anywhere. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So I think I'm going to take the free card for right now, because these reds allow me to convert resources into something if I ever got red resources.
They do, but let me give the new guy a tip since he's the guest. And
Okay.
I would say early in the game like this, you're going to want cards that let you gather resources. So
okay. So I want to.
that's right. Yeah, because that didn't cost you anything to get that card, because you paid one, but you got one back. All
Right. And with the yellow block, do I add that to my pile?
Yep, that becomes your spice. That was what Anissa paid to be able to get it.
Okay.
All right, and that's the end of your
Cool.
tips. You'll have to figure it out on your own from now.
I will.
When you pull a card, you put it directly to your discard pile then?
Yeah, it goes into your discard pile. Yep.
Okay, not your hand to your discard. All right.
Oh, to my discard pile. So that goes here?
Yeah.
Well, that's where Anissa put it. So I'm just going to copy her.
All right, Chris. Now, see, he has a
right.
red cube because he had to go later in the game, but he still doesn't have much. He can.
I think I'm still going to go here because I want to take that.
Yep. All right. So I don't
Because
know.
that gives me a bunch of cubes later on.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That one on the end is starting to look mighty tasty, though. But
Not for long.
ha ha ha. All right. So while he sorts it all out, it is now back to Anissa.
Okay, then I'm just gonna play this for 2 yellows.
All right. So she plays the card, and then she draws 2 yellow cubes and puts them on her tray. I will
What
say,
do-
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Quinn.
What do cards with the arrows represent?
Those are trades. When you play, like the one that Frank just bought, when he plays
Yeah.
that, it allows him to turn to trade 3 red into 2 green and 2 yellow.
Gotcha.
So
All
those
right,
are
cool.
trade cards.
I was just wondering. I saw it earlier.
Mhm.
Uh,
All
Hey
right.
Frank, just to give you a little hint, up on your top menu, if you go next to your lift height, where there's a little thing that says 15 degrees. If you click that a couple times, it'll switch it over to 90 degrees, so it's like quick turns.
Yeah, I forgot after the one last game we were playing to switch it.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So back to you, Quinn.
all right. So I trade a card in with the discard pile.
No. So you want to trade some yellow cubes into red cubes?
I think so. Yeah.
Then you only got 2 choices, right? Is you can take a couple of
Yeah.
choices. You can take this card for free. You can buy your way up the row. If you play that, if you want to trade yellow into red, you have to play that trading card, the card in your hand with the 2 arrows on it.
I'll just get more resources.
That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. Right. All right.
Boom.
Chris, go ahead.
There's nothing in there that's going to allow us to really
Oh,
do much. But I think that I want this.
all right. So you're going to pay that resource. All right. And all right. So now we're over to you, Frank. Oh, he's going.
Wow, that 3-1 blue is actually a good exchange rate.
It is. But he's got a strategy. He's doing his thing over there.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to make it look good.
Oh, there's a one I want.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And this.
Yep.
Country roads take me home.
I
I've
don't-
had John Dover
Spice
stuck in
Roads.
my head all day, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think
I've
you.
noticed now it's getting stuck in my own.
West
right.
Virginia.
I mean, we're gonna get copyright problems on YouTube. Oh, I think she's having
Sorry,
some
I'm
lag.
having a lot of lag.
Yeah. If this were like a.
Oh, trust me, with all the music we played on Threads of Fate, you're gonna be fine.
You want me? You want me to move that over there for
Can you
you?
move it for me, please?
Yeah.
Thanks. Listen to my lag cells.
Yeah. This is like a good thing. This isn't like PUBG or something. Freaking lag.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, so just so you guys know, the game is over, and we score when someone has bought 5 of those top row cards.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
that's how the game ends. And we finished the round. So if Anissa, she was the first player. So if she buys the 5th card, you guys all get 1 turn left to do something.
Hey,
Okay,
Quinn.
okay. Yo, what's up?
Someone in chat, hashtag other Chris, wants to know what's the hardest part about DMing for you?
Killing my players, to be honest. Sometimes they just do it to themselves. Like, I don't know, but I think. No, I take that back. Rules.
Yeah.
Every now and
Rules are
then,
hard.
like, because we do a lot of we've homebrewed rules for a long time. And so for crits, we'll just double the damage rolled. So like you roll a 12 on your crit, you just times that by 2. It's gonna be 24 points of damage instead of rolling extra dice. That's how we do it. It's how we liked doing it for the last 2 years, and I've kind of implemented that back into Threads of Fate. And everyone loves it, and everyone thought it was great. But for 2 years, we also homebrewed the rule, evidently, that when you roll a natural 20 on your death saving throws, like the HP comes back up to 1. And I was like, I don't think that's true. And I've just never enjoyed playing with rules lawyers. It irks me. It kind of gets me like a little, I don't know, because the ultimate rule is out of everything, the DM's rule. That is the rule that
Right.
has been said by everybody in the D&D team is like the DM's rule is above all.
Right.
But because I'll do beneficial like homebrew rules, like in the Norvos campaign. We took the rapid drinker rule that's in the Tal'Dorei campaign guide, where you could down a healing potion or another potion as a bonus action. And I was like, yeah, we could roll with that rule, but you have to know if is it my turn?
It's all right.
Oh,
Oh, my bad. No, because I'll play. I'll play while I go on.
I was just trying to make
Where
sure
you
it wasn't
go?
my turn, and I was like waiting on you.
No.
Oh, where does it go?
If
There we go.
If it gives you any comfort, that was the play I would have made in your position. So
I've been eyeing that blue.
yeah.
So I'm gonna exchange this yellow.
Oh,
Correct?
no, you can only do
Oh,
that. That
I
goes.
grabbed this.
What's that?
That just stays there.
That was
So
your.
I can't.
It goes into your pile, but you don't get
Okay,
you
gotcha.
don't get to do any exchanging until you play a card that lets you trade. All right.
Oh, perfect. I mean, sure. But yeah. So we ran with that rule, but our players know, like, hey, just so you know, enemies could do it too. But they're all cool with it. Because there are some parts of the rules in 5th edition I don't like. Like, I'm not a fan of, unlimited advantage and only, one disadvantage. I don't think it really makes a lot of sense. I think advantage should only be advantage. So, haven't talked to the Threads of Fate crew about it yet, but I think we're going to just stick with some homebrew rules and add that into the campaign, because like we already do, like we do the double your damage die rolled instead of rolling the extra dice. So I guess rules are the hardest part, because if I could just like, that's what I love about Star Wars so much, in that system that like Fantasy Flight Games made with the narrative dice system. It's a lot less. I mean, the rules are exponential for sure, but at the same time they're open for interpretation. And it's just a success fail system, and I've always found that very interesting. I really appreciate that part about it. So all right.
Quick question: when I pull that card down, since it's the first time I pulled it into my discard hand, I don't collect the 4.
That's correct. So it's
Now
not,
the last turn when I pulled that 3 yellow or 3 to turn into red, the
Yeah.
yellow to red, would I be able to perform that action, or do I have to wait
nope.
until I
You,
pick it up?
you got to get it
really
into
use the card?
you got to get it into your hand and then play
Okay.
it. Yep. All right. So we're back to
Okay.
you, Quinn.
Cool. Boom. I have
Alright.
no cards left.
All right. This is good. So now you get to make your trades. You get to decide what you want to do.
Oh man. Okay, it was 3 for 1.
Oh,
So
yeah, but you don't get to do that 3 for 1. You can only do the 2 for 1 right now. So this card just lets you do regular trading. The arrow's pointing up, so you can trade 2 yellow into a red twice.
oh. Okay.
So put 4 yellow in and then take 2 red out. So to that card that was underneath there, you have to play that to be able to turn 3 yellow into 1 blue.
Oh, I thought that was played. Okay.
Mhm.
I thought
Nope. That's your
now
discard
I
pile.
understand.
So you
Damn.
so you turned you turned 2 yellow into 1 red. Do you want to do that again?
Yeah, we'll do it again.
All right.
While he's
Country
doing that, I
road.
can take my turn.
You can.
Sick.
So yep. So now, Quinn, that you don't have any cards in your hand anymore because you played them all, you can pick the whole discard pile up. So if you just mouse over her and hit the number 4, because there are 4 cards there,
Hmm.
it'll draw all 4 of those into your hand. There you go. So now on your next turn you can go back to your regular actions, Chris,
You were
or you
Frank's trying to
can.
take his turn.
He wasn't going to buy that card on the end. He didn't have enough spices. Or you can.
No, I played a card to draw two
Cube.
yellow.
All right.
Yeah.
Or you can. I was just kidding with Chris anyway. Or you can. All your other actions exist, and now you have those cards in your hand to play again. This game has
Okay.
rules. Chris is giving me a hard time about the rules. We got to have rules. You've got to have rules. There must be
Rule
some.
slayer.
Yeah. All right. So
Ow.
Frank did his turn, and now it's Anissa.
I'm gonna pick a cool thing.
She must be playing on dial-up.
DSO, thank you very much.
Oh man, just as bad.
I mean, like, honestly.
But her audio is fine, so.
No, it's just Tabletop Simulator has lag spikes occasionally. I don't
Yeah.
usually have this many though.
Well, she is a little digital in her voice right now.
Yeah. All right, she's figuring out what she wants to do.
Right.
Then how do we know she's not a Cylon?
She could be a Cylon.
Yeah, she's having problems with her voice processor.
You know, I never really got into that show.
Oh, look at that. It happened to me too. Oop. You never got into
I never
Battlestar?
finished that show really, and then I played the game once and watched an entire series of it.
And then suddenly I was hooked.
Yeah. So which card did you take? There we go.
Despite all the rage.
It's thinking about it. Oh, it took your yellow cube back. There you go. I'll move the yellow cube for you, Anissa.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Maybe she should just call out her moves.
Yeah,
We'll
we
go
could help
for-
her out. Yeah. All right.
At least until it settles down, because it was fun for a little bit.
It was. All right. Back to you, Quinn. So you can play a
All
card, take a card.
No
You're gonna play
plan.
it. All right. So he's going to take 3 yellow cubes. Chris, over to you.
Fast release with that capacity.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna play that. Take 2 yellows.
All right, Frank.
I'm going to take the time to rest and pick up all my cards.
All right. There you go.
So I just pick them all up and wait until.
Yep. Yeah. That was your turn, was resting. You took a little snooze.
Excellent.
All right. Back to you, Anissa. Call your play out if you
Okay,
want to.
this should be on this card, by the way.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. And I'm gonna pick up another card because I want resources and I have no way to generate them other than taking cards.
Yeah. Make the others pay you. Yeah. All right. Over to you, Quinn.
Is that a 1 to 2 that I see on there?
It's a
kinda
1
hard
blue to
read.
2 green.
Yeah. 1 blue to 2 green. So that's a
Ah.
trade. That's trading down.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying.
Yeah. You know, Anissa, help me out then. Maybe that card makes me think, are you not allowed to trade backwards on your own?
There's not any way to trade backwards because if you look at the card you get from default, it only goes up.
Oh, okay. So they're good. That was a rule I misspoke on. So
Okay.
Yeah, so it could be a good option to have a card that lets you
trade
convert
down. Mhm.
without any loss. So
Right.
that's like a straight trade back.
Yeah.
Like
Cool. Sorry, I'm thinking. I think.
Bear is hoping that this devolves into some kind of anarchy here, I think. So
Oh,
Well,
why? I should
you know,
open
he's-
chat and see what he's doing. Nah, I shouldn't. I'm gonna play a card again. Bam. All right, so I think that makes it Chris's turn.
all right.
you play. Yeah, there we go.
I think that I'm gonna actually take that card there.
You son of a bitch. No, I'm kidding.
There's your 1.
Oh no, you weren't listening.
Oh wait,
in the
that's
interview.
allowed. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Frank's loading up on yellows. Gonna have to go to the bathroom at some point. Bladder's full. All right, back to you, Anissa.
All right. Will I rest or will I pick up more things? I'm gonna pick up more things, and then I will definitely have to rest because
You don't have any
I
cards.
will.
All right.
I haven't rested in like 6 turns.
And you've got like 30 cards, 7 in your hand. Yeah. How many cards do you have left in your hand, Anissa?
1.
Oh, because you
The
could.
one I haven't played.
I was gonna say, yeah, you could play it, and then you don't have to rest, right?
No, I definitely I need to rest. I haven't played any of these cards. I've never actually played any of them. I've
Yeah,
just
but I-
gotten 7 cards.
But I think if you play all of your cards, you get them all back. You don't have to rest, right?
Oh, you're right. I think.
Yeah, and you got a lot of trading that you could do.
Yeah. All right.
Now you have to play your trade card to trade, right? You can't just
Yes,
trade up.
correct. Yep.
Oh, Anissa, you went right. Like I'm not.
Yes, yes,
She did.
I
I'm not
did.
imagining that. All right, cool.
No.
That's gonna be mine. In my discard pile, not in my hand. What am I doing?
This game is fun in the way that nobody has bought any victory point cards yet. So this is the engine building phase here, right?
Oh,
Everybody,
I'm getting there.
yeah, everybody's building their little
Trust-
trade things,
Trust me, Matt. I'm getting
Yeah.
there.
But you've got some time to play with because nobody else has any blue at this point to be able to step on any strategic moves you might have.
Mhm.
If I didn't just telegraph that to the rest of the table. So.
No, I saw it already. Like he could buy
Sure.
that's 9 victory points right
Mhm.
now.
But when I played with Gil last night, he only had 3 victory point cards, and I had 6. When you're playing just 2-player, you go till 6 victory point cards, and I only beat him by 2 because he had saved up and bought the higher valued ones, and I just bought the trash that I could churn quickly. So, all right. So, Chris, did you take your turn?
No, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and trade up.
All right, Frank. Oh, actually, you could trade those 2 red into green if you wanted to. That's your. You
Yeah, and
do.
I think I might actually.
Get a second trade. All right, Frank. Uh-oh, Frank.
Frank, quit taking the bag.
Man, things are.
It's so pretty. I can't help it.
It is, but
Oh.
you know,
Save some for some spice for the rest, some mustard for the rest, or whatever it is. All right. You don't get that back in your hand until you. Or was that all your cards, Chris?
that was my last card.
Oh, there you go. All right.
From my hand.
You can draw them with the number too, just to. All right, Frank went back to you, Anissa.
Now, the number on the bottom of the card, the bottom left of the card, is that the number of times you can do that?
No, that's a number that kind of gives a little bit of value to the card.
Oh, I'd
So-
like to have done it that many. So it's
Yeah.
just the arrows tells you how many
Yeah,
times.
yeah, and you can only do it once. Like this card out here, you play that card and you can turn 5 yellow into 1 green or into 3 green just once. If you had 10 yellow on your card, you can still only do it once.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna rest because I don't actually want to upgrade these. It's ironically enough.
Ah, there you go. All right. So she's rested. It's back to you, Quinn.
Okay. I'm gonna be a simple man.
Now I'm going to start singing Leonard Skinnerd. All right.
I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna take 2 red.
It's what I'm here for. Country rock.
Little Southern rock, yeah. Yeah. All right, Frank.
Bring out the big guns.
Boom.
That's a good card.
I'm gonna try and come up with a song lyric every time I play a card.
A song lyric or song title, yeah.
Yep, either or.
Because you're just trying to ruin everybody here. You want us all to have
Yep.
the earworms that you live with all the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, Anissa, back to you in your yellow collection.
Yes. Okay. We're gonna.
Here comes the thunder.
Ah,
Oh, it wasn't a very. That's what the thunder sounded like.
Yeah.
But it's not topping
Ah.
the Sanford and Son soundtrack that's rolling in my head all day long.
Sanford and Son. Oh man.
That is something.
Oh, how does that go? It's like a slide. Yeah, there it is. There we go.
So
All right.
this.
2 yellow into a green. So while she's moving the pieces around, go ahead, Quinn. Looks like your
All
your
right.
lag is gone too, Anissa.
Yep.
Quinn waited all the way till his turn to think of his play. Oh wait, or you're thinking about a song lyric is what you're doing. He's trying.
I'm gonna go for some shelter for the storm and trade up, diverse that resource pool.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 red.
Was in another lifetime. I don't know why John Elton's singing a Bob Dylan song.
Wow. Wow.
John Elton.
Those 2 guys are certainly not friends.
No. Oh no.
They're not friends. Oh man. All right. So he's making his trades. 2 yellow
so I
into
can
a
go ahead
red. Yep. And you got another trade you can make too, Quinn. Were you gonna trade 2 red into a green or something? Oh, okay? I got you.
Frank,
I
go
was
for
going to
it.
do that actually.
But you only get 1 red for those 2 yellow.
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me.
I didn't know if you were gonna take 4 yellow.
No,
Yeah.
you're all good. Thank
There
you.
you
Thank
go.
you for reminding me about that. Yeah.
I've got to watch the cheaters. That's my. So you know what we could do since Bear.
There's a great career for you in Vegas. For that.
Yeah, I make more money at IT. Although I don't know, maybe dealers
done.
can make a good change. I don't.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Chris he's getting impatient. Are you getting the itchy trigger finger on moving the cards? Was it
Me?
Yeah, it wasn't.
I wasn't doing it.
Oh no. We could just make a pun on every turn because Bear's in chat. So.
Oh no.
We don't want to torture the guy.
It even wears on me.
All right.
So,
Boy. All right.
Hey, that lag finally dropped down there.
Yeah.
I have really inconsistent pings sometimes. It's never this inconsistent. This is like a special occasion.
Yeah.
But
Is it Verizon?
no, actually.
Probably CenturyLink
No.
or Frontier.
I don't know any of these names.
Where do you live? You're in the South, right?
She's in the South.
it shouldn't be too bad then, unless
Yeah.
you're like Kentucky boondocks in the mountains somewhere.
No, way further south than
Florida
that.
Bell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you so far south that you're technically in the north?
No, I'm not that far south. Not that my more. All right, we're gonna do. Oh wait, I have to
love
play the
pineapple on
card that I'm
pizza.
playing before I start doing stuff. That would be a good idea. Green into a yellow into red.
All right. So while she's doing that, Quinn, you can go ahead while she's moving the cubes around.
I am.
Whoa.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh no, what's going
Well, if you didn't want to buy any reds, you didn't have to throw the bag.
Yeah. I will say, Anissa, that with these cubes, for whatever reason, moving them one at a time is the safest play. They don't collect really well when I stack them.
I think it's because maybe they're too big.
That might be it. Yeah.
Because I didn't. Oof,
Yeah.
was
All right. So
a lot.
Quinn got 3 yellow cubes. It's back to you, Chris.
All right, I am gonna take. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna convert these 3 reds.
Wow. Bear got moderated.
For what?
I approved it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it wasn't really too bad. It wasn't worse than anything else. Oh, not as bad as our Discord server bot went crazy the other day. That was
It did.
it
That was
wouldn't
great.
it kept putting Matt, his name is Ottercat. It kept putting him in timeout or whatever because he was trying to say the word your or on your or something. It was
On your.
on your. I don't know what it thought it was, but it didn't
It was
like it.
on space your, and it was just flagging it repeatedly. It was
Yeah.
amazing. I still haven't figured out why.
Whose turn? I'm sorry, I lost track.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm in chat now. I'm with Shrieky. Pineapple on pizza's okay.
I love pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple on pizza is amazing, especially if you have Canadian bacon.
Bingo.
Yeah.
No.
I please no.
Well, I like a combination of Canadian bacon and bacon.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pineapple, pepperoni, and jalapenos.
Oh, I can't. I
Ah.
couldn't do the jalapenos. That hurt me so bad.
Spicy and sweet.
Mm.
I get the allure with that, but I couldn't even think about eating that.
I respect your choices, but I just can't. They all are awful. Like every single suggestion.
I
I respect your choices.
but you are flipping
I was
wrong.
like-
Yeah.
I love how that happened.
You're allowed to think what you want, but you're wrong.
Yeah.
Pretty much what that sounded like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
She said it diplomatically though, so that was
She did very
Okay.
diplomatic.
It was
Yeah.
very polite. Yeah.
whose turn is it?
I don't know.
I think Franklin. I think it's Anissa's turn.
I think it
Okay.
is too.
Cool. I think it's great that it's my turn.
Wait a minute. Have we gone around since I
No, we were just chatting for
bought
a
this
while.
card?
No, we were just chatting for a while.
I didn't know where we were. I was so lost.
It's
I got
crazy.
some-
Pizza wise, my
Alright,
wife
let
loves
me
like
do this.
barbecue and
What is a blue
chicken.
cube
It was-
pizza?
oh,
Is blue
Alfredo sauce, chicken, and jalapenos sounds really good.
Alright,
Oh,
I should
yeah.
put the card I'm gonna play first. 5-2. So I like waste.
Yeah, there you go.
I used to work for a pizza shop, so like I would just make pizzas all day. So I eventually
What-
just got tired of.
what brand did you work for? I worked for one called Hungry Howie's.
It was a local place called Shane's,
Oh, okay.
which got some pretty good reviews based on Yelp. But
hate Yelp so bad.
Yelp liked it, so it was good. All right,
yeah,
over
you know.
your turn, Quinn.
All right, I'm gonna trade up, boys.
Yeah, you're getting
And
your
ladies.
Yeah. All right. So while he's doing his cubes around, go ahead, Chris.
All right, I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna take
There you go.
2 of those green and go to 2 blue.
All right. While he's dragging his cubes around, Frank, if you're ready.
I'm going to make a purchase as long as I won't mess with anybody.
Do it.
I'm sorry, sir. You're doing what? No, I'm kidding.
None of your business now, sir.
I was getting kind of bored. Now I get to move cards around again.
You look bored.
I did.
Bring me some production.
There's one,
Oh.
but you'd have to pay $1 zillion for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to just sit pretty with some
Oh,
twos.
Now they're on
I
to
like how
now-
Shrieky talks to me like I'm a 50s housewife. Make me a pizza, Quinn. I'm your DM. I like. You should.
I'm just gonna.
But I
Play
mean,
my
the
two-
DM job does come with extra responsibilities, though. So
This is true. Yeah, I do make a pretty good pizza, though. I'm not gonna lie.
she lives in a different country from you, though. So that would make it kind of tough to deliver that pizza for her.
Yeah.
You know, some dry ice, pack it in there, package it up in some styrofoam, and that can make it there with no problem.
hmm
But then she'd have to heat it up, so that kind of goes against the making it for her.
But, you know, sometimes we got to take the loss to get the greater gain in the end.
That's-
You
Quinn,
do one of those like pizza like things, you know, like where you have like the cookie dough in a jar and you're just like mix it all together and you have cookies. Do that
Ah.
with pizza.
yeah,
See, I
yeah.
just
a cookie pizza
I couldn't get
sounds.
past the.
No, she means like a kit. Like here's your flour, and then
Oh.
here's your pepperoni, and Yeah.
Just
See, I
add
couldn't get
oil and
past the
egg.
coquito in the tube. I
Is my
didn't-
name Blue Apron? I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
I don't know, but
Whose
hello.
turn is it?
It is Quinn's turn.
My turn. All right. Do I want to do this right now?
Yes.
Do it. Or not. I don't know what you want to do.
There.
Oh, doing some trading.
Yes.
All
You're the
right.
man about the trade.
You'll see why in a little bit.
He has a plan.
And next turn, because I can't do anything else on this turn, right?
You can make one more trade if you want to, because you're allowed to
No,
make 2
no,
trades. All right.
I'll hold it.
All right. Go ahead, Chris. Oh,
I
it's so
think I
nice.
know what he's doing because that's the same thing I am doing.
You son of a bitch!
I see it now.
Oh,
Way to go.
oh, I hate you! Oh no!
I can't do
I mean,
what I
you can
really
do
want to
that,
do
though.
yet.
It is
I don't
so
know
nice
what you
to
guys would do.
I don't either. I didn't get it either. Oh,
Huh?
it
Right
is-
now, I can't do it. Neither of us can do it right now. He can do it on his next turn, but I
Ah.
can't.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
Quinn?
okay.
It,
Oh, I had a minor heart attack right there.
I mean, you're not. If you're doing what I think you're doing, you're not going to get a chance to do it.
Yeah, because she can do it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
it was nice knowing you all.
Yeah.
I was shaken though because I thought he was going to do it before I could do it, before you could do it.
But he
And that
traded.
was going to be
But
awful.
he traded away his yellow cubes.
I'm so.
But you can still get a good. You can still get. Oh no, the middle one. I was looking at the 11.1. You can
Yeah,
give it
I
a-
wanted the 15.1, and that's what they're
Yeah.
going for.
Yeah. Well, who knows what the next card to be revealed will be though. Dun dun dun.
That's true.
It's really kind of nice to have just
So-
one Chris in the room tonight. I don't have to say Chris 1 and Chris 2. I think we should have a Chris limit.
So,
Oh, wow.
Tiny
Wow.
Rhino asks Quinn, what's your favorite TTRPG moment?
Wow.
I was gonna say
Done
the
on.
one shot with Shrieky was pretty good. But
Don't overinflate her
the
ego.
other one, I'll talk about the Strahd I ran from 2 years ago and how horrifically brutal he was. It's hard because like I don't actually I say it a lot, but I really do mean it. I don't enjoy killing my players, but I had this spark of inspiration. Yeah, go ahead, take Machiavelli. Go on. It's all yours. But
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Oh,
See, you can do.
Oh,
You
Wow.
got stuff to do.
ooh.
All right, Quinn, your turn.
You can buy that like right now.
Now that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Mr. Obvious. All right. So those just
All
go
right.
back.
And
into
I'm
the
gonna
back.
put my guys here if that's okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can put your guys off the screen. So if you want to.
Yeah. So my favorite moment is when I had to kill Brian's character. He was pretty in our last campaign. There's a lot of setup that goes involved with it though. So they went through Barovia and the character Azerlin, his character survived. And they went back to Faerun, and they were all seen as heroes when they came back because Barovia went back to the material plane. And do I have more points than you, Nissa? Yes, I do.
For the
no, I don't.
moment.
That's,
Oh
no,
yeah.
no, that's a 12.
There's still 4 more
Um,
cards to get.
But he had this bear called Clementine that amazingly survived throughout the entire freaking Barovian campaign and like afterwards. However, when they went up against the Kraken and the bear
Frank, I think you're up.
swallowed them whole, the bear was swallowed whole by the Kraken. So they actually dove into the inside of the Kraken, the character Rajvale, I think, which is our friend Derek's character, and he burst his way through the innards of the Kraken, down the throat, tearing it up piece by piece, going down, rescuing the kind of acidically malformed grizzly bear Clementine character, and dragged her out through the Kraken and swam all the way back from the ocean. This is a character who has a strength of like I think 22 at the time, so it was pretty feasible that he could do it. And lived long enough to tell the tale. And they all lived to, they killed the Kraken and got back up. And Azrael's character was like, you know what? I'm just going to become a hunter. I'm no longer a beastmaster. He sent Clementine. They sort of released her into the Beastlands, which is where a predator could be an ultimate predator. Is it my turn?
It is, but Frank,
Okay.
Frank, you knew that you could make 2 trades on 1 turn if you wanted to.
Yes, sir, I did, but I
All
have other strategies and plans.
Okay,
Thank you very
I just
much.
wanted to make sure.
Nope, you're good.
And so they released him, and Clementine was nowhere to be found or seen it, and she just retired happily. Couple campaigns later, Strahd returns, and he wants revenge, and he is not happy. And so the party had an idea that he was coming back, and Azerlin, Brian's character, was like, I'm going to scout out and actually see if this is Strahd. And I was like, all right, you can do that. And it was Strahd, and he cast Weird on him
Go ahead,
that incapacitated him.
Yeah.
And he locked Azerlin in the tower he was staying in the Shadowfell. Had his revenge by Strahd found Clementine in the Beastlands. He cast Major Illusion on himself to make himself sound like Azerlin and look like Azerlin, Brian's character. And cast Minor Illusion to look like to have Azerlin look like Strahd. And so he's sicked Clementine on Azerlin and pretty much mauled him to death. And I was like, God, that was one of those moments where I was like, that's really rough for me. But I talked to Brian. He was like, no, that's a good way to go out. I mean, for story-wise, it's kind of epic. Why are there little arrows?
Because Chris is playing with the tools.
Oh,
No,
gotcha.
That
he's
state of
Oh.
missing a
Oh,
card.
all right. I was listening to Quinn's story, you impatient thug.
So yeah, killing a ranger beastmaster with their own former animal companion was pretty rough. But I was like, no, that's what Strahd would do. So yeah, I got really emotional about that one. I was like, I had to quit for a little bit. Like I was like,
But the question was your favorite moment, and your favorite moment was killing Brian? Or maybe the question was your one of your most memorable moments, perhaps.
yeah, no, I think it was favorite
Okay.
moment. My favorite moment was probably my favorite moment is the episode where Malkacha had to escape Ravenloft after becoming a vampire.
Yeah, that was
Threads
like
of Fate.
that was an emotional roller coaster, that episode, for us viewers at least.
Well, it's also being brought up in the chat that you left out a key point, that you added insult to injury here, where you disintegrated Clementine as the last thing.
Oh yeah,
died.
I forgot about
He
that
made
one,
you
yeah.
watch. He had to watch it die.
And he had to watch Clementine die. Yep. Strahd is
Strahd.
he loves to conquer people, man. He used to conquer lands.
Yeah.
He can't do that anymore. He can only conquer people. So yeah, Strahd is brutal. Strahd is very, very brutal.
I'd like to go on record to say that Chris picking on me about not moving these cards is completely deserved, because on every other show we do, I am the voice in
Yes.
their ear that they can't, that isn't going out, and I say some terrible things to them. So, so what's good for the
Let's
goose is good for the gander here.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right,
Oh, is it
Anissa.
me?
I think we're back to you, Anissa, aren't we? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we are.
No, wait,
We
I
really
haven't
are.
gone yet.
Oh well,
No,
maybe it was
okay.
Quinn's turn. Maybe it was Quinn's turn, and we got frozen again there for a while.
No,
I-
Quinn did his thing, I did my thing, and now it's Tort.
Oh,
Yep.
all right. Do it, Frank. Waiting on you.
Go ahead, I'm done.
All right.
Okay, cool.
What editions of D&D have you guys played, by the way?
I've played one shot of 5e. ever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like I want to play again. I just can't dedicate the time is the problem.
It's true.
I played the big red box in the '80s with my
Oh, there you go.
with my Boy Scout troop, and then just kind of vanished from it until a couple of years back. So I some Pathfinder stuff was what my group would do.
Yeah, Pathfinder's fun. I used to play that. I had a group where I played Pathfinder with, and then but man, you played the Greyhawk campaign setting.
I don't even remember. I just remember having a warrior, and I mean it was 30 years ago. So so, but
I
I
have to ask Dr. Zero because he always GM'd them.
oh yeah. Well, you said was your dad a GM too, Frank?
My dad and my uncle both,
Yeah.
but mostly I remember them. They always did RuneQuest when we did when they GM'd. I remember Jason when one of my cousins came around. He actually did a couple because my cousin was really big into Dungeons and Dragons, D&D over the other games. So I know between the two of them, they did a couple dungeons with us, but I don't remember what they were. I just remember being a warrior.
You guys waiting on me or?
I don't know whose turn it is.
I just ended my turn.
All right.
Okay.
That's all I.
Quinn again.
Yep.
Sitting here, Frank, Jason says that he would gladly play again with me, you know, the one shots and stuff like that. But I'm like, sitting here thinking, it's like, yeah, but Frank probably wouldn't want to play.
Oh no, I have yet to settle my revenge other than what we did to your corpse.
Yeah, that was kind of dark too. Yeah.
I don't even know what happened because
But don't worry, I
Yeah.
blessed your body and concentrated with special holy water
Yeah.
before we left it.
special holy water.
Special holy
Great.
water. Yeah, the night on that island was not good for you. So
It really wasn't very good for anybody. It was kind of a dark, evil night.
it was. Yeah. All right, I'm sorry. It's over to you, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Anissa, have you ever played tabletop RPGs?
Not like anything like formal. I play like a one shot, like lasers and feelings, but like that's I think somewhat different. I don't know.
Never heard of that before.
It's like a really pared down kind of like one shot experience basically, and you're like on a scale between like lasers, which is like kind of like scientific thinking, and feelings, which is like intuitive, and like that affects like your decisions and like what you can do and like how good you are at certain actions.
Huh. Have you guys seen the new system out? I don't even know who's made it, but it's called Weave. It's
I've seen it played. I haven't had a real opportunity to like get a chance to look into it. It's like narrative based, right?
It is, and one of the other guys in the Discord has a copy of it, and we fooled around with it. And it looks like you have to have an app and then scan cards, and you build your characters all online and and the character
Yeah.
sheets are all there. So it's
Quick break-in question.
Go ahead.
I played a card, did my little trade. Am I able to go for points now, or do I have to wait for next turn?
Your next turn. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But she'll be there because nobody has 4 green.
That you
Well,
know
nobody
of?
has 3
No.
green either.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. All right. We are going to rest. So
All
that's
right.
just me.
Gwen, your turn.
Okay, I need to zoom in the table here for a little bit. Get a
If you
look.
mouse over and hit the Alt key, it'll bring just the card you're looking at up.
Okay.
Or zoom in. 6 and 1.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see the price tags here. Wow,
There's also
yeah,
a
you're.
pen for a magnifying glass if you want.
Well, I don't want to give up my blue. Oh man, this is tough. Because my trade card is in my discard pile. I can't recover my discard pile until I play all my cards.
No,
right?
you can
can
take
rest.
your turn can be rest, which lets you draw them all back. You don't get to do anything else, but you can get them all back.
Cool. I'm resting.
I
That's
am
what
also
I'm going
resting.
to do.
All right, Frank, back to you
I'm going to make a purchase.
for 16 victory points.
Oh no.
2.
All right, so he gets the card and he gets one of those little bad boys.
Oop.
You can just set it back on your place there. Yep.
Okay.
Can't see.
And this was like something that takes a whole bunch of red, right? So.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh man. Okay, I gotta just trade up. So I need to. Okay, yeah, we're gonna trade up. So it's gonna be 2 red, 2 green,
All right.
2 red, 2 green.
All right, Quinn, back to you.
Okay, I am going to play some resources.
All right. He gets 3 yellow. While he's digging them off the table, go ahead, Chris.
All right, I'm gonna do.
Hey, Frank, this is your coin. If you want to take that back and lay it on top of that card you got,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
just so Chris,
Oh,
so
they're
Chris
all
doesn't
mine.
steal it. Wow, Quinn, that was. There you go. All right, Chris.
I don't know how yet, but I'll break that little hand, young man.
You can't lock these.
Can I get a
things.
ruler slap?
Yeah.
God, take me back to Catholic school.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right. Is it your turn, Frank?
Yes.
Do we?
If Chris is done.
He is.
Yeah, I'm done. Yep.
Didn't know if we needed to shock you into taking action, or there we go.
I'm done.
All right, go ahead, Anissa.
All right, I should be over here.
I'm doing a terrible job. One of the things I always egg the guys onto is to play faster, and then here I am where I have the opportunity to make you play faster, and I'm getting distracted equally.
Slowing us down.
I am
All right,
holding you
we're gonna
back.
do some trades.
Trades.
Greens for 2 yellows
And
and
3
3
reds.
reds, and that's gonna be my turn.
All right, go ahead, Quinn.
Okay, I'm thinking right now.
All right, 3 yellow into a blue.
Yep.
All right, Chris, go ahead.
Let's see.
Quinn, are
I
you
want the ice spray card.
Quinn? Are you back on Threads of Fate this week?
Yes, we are. We
You were
are
off last
back
week.
this week. Yes, we were. We spent the weekend with some family and friends, and just kind of did a.
Yeah, that's what
just kinda
holiday weekends
spent
are.
it with. Yeah, Derek has 2 kids as well who make an appearance on the Sunday stream every now and then. So he spent time with the family, and then yep, then we have Saturday. We have Star Wars, and then yeah, Friday is Threads of Fate. And
What night
it's
is it?
gonna
What
be
night is your
interesting.
what night is your other campaign, the Norvos one?
Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
So you do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, huh?
Yep,
Sweet.
it's fun. It takes up a lot of time, and I kind of miss my weekends, but at the same time, I get to spend them with people I like.
Yeah, right.
So,
You get to play.
oh yeah, like even if we weren't playing D&D, Brian, Riley, Derek, and I would all still hang out. Shit.
What?
So
I'm getting called a diva in chat. Am I being a
Yep.
diva?
That's what you're up.
I probably
Okay,
deserve it.
cool.
I win, everybody, so it's up next.
I wondered if it was that. I saw that.
Oh,
you wrestled,
okay.
I think, right?
Okay, I missed
Yeah.
that somehow.
I- I'll start
hmm.
banning people is what I'll do. Wait a minute, that's what a diva would do though. So-
yeah,
Okay. All right, now she's turned into 2 red. Oh, she's got the machine going now. Now she's got the trade cards working out.
Mm,
All right, Quinn, your turn.
it is my turn. But it is.
Hey,
Mhm.
just so you know, Anissa, your discard pile's on screen, so when you play, you can just lay them right on top of your discard pile. Then you don't have to move them.
Oh, okay.
That'll
Cool.
save you a step. Oh, I got a hashtag. Oh, has anybody on the stream yet noticed Quinn's hashtag?
I didn't
What?
even look.
Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta,
literal worst.
yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta zoom way in on it to get it there. Yeah.
yeah.
Tell
I
the
had a bit of
backstory. Well, after your turn, I want to hear the backstory
Yeah.
on the.
I'm just deciding if I want to play this hand or not. I think I'm going to. Because I have some excitable resources at my... Could have saved up and played the long game, but I'm going to play short and sweet. So I'm looking at 23 points right now. Oh. Did I lose you?
No, we're here.
Oh, okay. So, yep, and I'll end my turn.
I'll
See
move
what
it here.
Anissa is doing.
Did you take your coin?
Yeah, you get one of those silver coins.
Oh, I do?
Yep, just one.
Where do I put this?
Just
on
with
top
your
of the card.
yeah, on the top of the card you took it with.
Was I supposed to take one for the
Only
This-
if
this-
only if it was from that position. So the card on the left gives you a gold
Okay.
point. So I don't think you did.
Yeah, I don't think it was, yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right, my turn.
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, why not? I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
All right. Oh. All right. Frank doesn't even want to see what that card is. Oh, Frank, are you sure you want to? All right. Nobody can buy it.
I got a plane in mind. I got a plane in mind. I got a
Yeah.
plane.
Nobody can buy it before the next turn around anyway. Oh, I see. I see your plan though too. That's a good one too.
All right.
Back to you,
cool.
Anissa.
So back to you at the studio. All right, so we're gonna make 2 yellows and a green into 2 blues. Such fun. So excited.
Chris, what is your total right now?
Mm,
It's secret.
No, it's
21.
not. Like how I answered that for you.
Yeah, right.
It's secret. No, it's not.
You know what? I think I know what's going on here.
21. It's right below you. Yeah, because you got.
It is?
Well, you have 23, 24.
Is there an actual physical score I could look at instead of reading your cards upside down?
Nope, you just
Nope,
got to
just
count
math.
them.
Oh, okay. I was like, am I missing something?
It's math. Yeah.
All right. And this is.
Bill's telling me to
did
let
you
you
go?
count.
Yes, sorry, I did.
Oh,
I
okay,
did
cool.
trade. Or wait, has it gone back around again since I did my trade?
No, because I haven't gone yet.
Okay. I was very shook there.
All right.
All right. So I figured out what was going on.
With the laggy streams?
Yeah, my Zoom was set to high def, so it was competing for processor power and everything else.
Ooh. Yeah, don't
So.
want that.
All right. I'm sorry. I was playing with the buttons here. So whose turn is it?
Digital?
I
Unless
think.
you already
Yeah,
did.
I think it's me.
It's Chris's turn. And since I'm just doing an exchange, I'm going to go ahead and play.
Yeah, you're done. I'm done.
5 into 3. All right. Go ahead, Anissa.
Alrighty then. We're just gonna do
I think I missed a yellow block over there somewhere.
Yeah, it's
well,
hiding.
that's fine because I'm picking up 1. So
Yeah. Finders keepers.
Well, there's another one for you. You need any
Thank
more?
you very much.
Can you drop a different color over there for her? Yeah. All right, Quinn, your turn.
All right.
Frank.
I am resting, guys.
All right. Chris.
All right, let's see.
Oh.
Maybe I don't want to see it.
I have no idea what my strategy is, but I think I'm doing it pretty well.
You're doing a fantastic job of no strategy. The best no strategy I've ever seen. Frank, go ahead.
All right, you know my move's going to be here.
Yep.
Ass.
Hey, Frank, here's a little tabletop simulator tip for you, too. If you hold down the control button, you can click to select multiple cubes and then move them. So you can like click to select instead
I
of
thought
drawing a
somebody
box.
had trouble doing that before, is why I was not doing
Oh,
it.
well, what are you? Oh, yeah, I got you. Nope, you're going to take that card and
It's
what's that?
before when I left click and then like repeatedly right click to get multiple things out of the bag. That's a little wonky.
That gets crazy, yeah. Yeah, but if you multiply, especially if you're dropping things into the bag, then it saves you all the trips. But I don't mind you doing the work, you know. All right. So Frank bought the card. Did you get your silver coin?
I
Frank?
gave it to him.
All
I
right.
did get the coin.
All right. Go ahead, Anissa.
Alrighty then, we're gonna make 2 yellows, a green.
All right. Go ahead, Quinn.
All right. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but now I'm not sure. No, I should just do it.
Looks like Chad is setting up a one shot. So I don't know. I'm kind of glancing over there from time to time.
Yep. I think Chris is working on a crossover with Bear.
One shot only in chat.
Yeah. We have to decide
One
it.
shot
We
chat
should,
edition.
we should probably put it on Soul Bear Twitch channel though, because I want us to stay PG-13 over here. I find I have a trouble thinking our group could stay that way if we put Bear and
Maybe
Quinn.
we should do a Twitch plays D&D.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I got you. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Quinn. What are you doing now?
I already played my hand.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, okay. So it's me then?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do...
3 red into 3 green. All right, Frank, your turn.
I'm done after that.
All right, Anissa.
I get to claim.
Oh,
Oh no!
All right.
Actually, there is no reason for me to claim, so I'm not going to.
Right, because nobody else can, right?
Did I take that from you, Frank, or was that mine and you
Yeah,
just
you
kind of
took it
landed?
right out of my hand.
I thought it was my thing that was
Whatever.
spell there.
There's more than one cheating Chris around here. We're seeing it tonight, folks.
Yeah.
Wait, where did that? I don't think this is my green. Where did this green come from?
That's my green.
Okay,
It fell out
should
of
it be
my-
in your hand
When-
or?
Out of the
launched.
bag when somebody flicked it across the room.
Yeah, I was trying to take 3 out of the bag, and it like launched the bag.
All right, Quinn.
um. It's
He may have like pledged 100, but yeah, I don't know if it put him back on the top. Oh.
All right, Chris, your turn.
All right.
Chris got to get in on the game there.
Yeah.
I love that GIF, so I had to put that in there.
The salt.
No, not the salt. The guy throwing the confetti. Oh, all right.
Oh,
All right. Frank's taking 2 yellow cubes. And back to you, Anissa.
All right. Okay, excellent. This is a press to luck game that I can never win. All right, we're gonna take this card
All right.
because it's still relatively safe.
oh my gosh, this is.
Yeah. It's a SmackDown.
I mean, it's not too bad.
No.
I feel like I need to add more salt.
Oh, that's what the salty gift. I gotcha.
Where are you seeing this?
They're
In Twitch chat.
Twitch chat.
the
They're
best.
having
Oh,
a little bit out.
I was like, they keep mentioning salt, but I don't see it in this
Yeah.
game.
No, because like Sugar Bear was like upset because like Ottercat like cheered some bits, and so I posted some salt because like he was getting salty about it.
Yeah. I will not be usurped, he said. So, and I think Matt is up for the challenge. All right. So here we go.
bidding
Quinn,
war.
it's to you.
So like last time we like Sugar Bear and I got into a bidding war, and he like gave like 700 bits at
He
one
likes
time.
he
I'm
likes
like,
the
oh my gosh.
badge. He likes the badge.
No, they don't
Like
have
apparently it
Oh,
goes
there it
away
is.
after a couple weeks.
It does, I think. Yeah. All right. Go, Quinn's in deep
I
thought.
know. I'm thinking. Yeah. I'm just.
Deep thought. 42. Ooh, yeah. Wow, he really wants something down the row there. Whew.
Fell one short of them yellows.
He could put a red on there. It's just,
Expensive,
yeah, it's spendy.
That's expensive for one resource card.
Mm-hmm.
but it's a blue.
It is. But I need to spread out. I already have ways to get blues, you see. That's when I'm.
Yeah.
Why am I discussing my strategy with you?
You're an open book.
You're right, Chris. It's working.
Oh, wow.
You're discard though.
I might.
Oh, I guess that's where you keep it.
That's a pretty good trade up there if you've got enough resources to go take that card. All right. All right. There is. Over to you,
Yeah.
Chris.
Okay. I'm gonna rest.
All right. Over to you, Frank. It's a work release.
Doing the same.
I reopened chat again, and I see flip the table. Can I actually do that in Tabletop Simulator?
You can, but I
can,
have it
but
turned
not-
off.
No.
Yeah.
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 Damn it.
Fortunately.
Oh, yeah, I see the giant flip button now.
Yeah.
But if you're not the host, you can get an achievement for not flipping the table. So that's fun.
Really?
Yeah. I actually had someone host a game and disable it so that I could get the achievement. 'cause that's who I am. Oh, is it me? Is it me?
I'm sorry. Yes, back to you, Anissa. Oh, I don't know. Frank, did you do something?
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I
This deck
rested.
looks the same.
Oh, Frank
okay.
rested too.
Cool.
That was like a half hour ago. We're all watching chat and
Yeah.
nobody's. That's what
You
you're
guys are
afraid of,
just
Quinn, isn't it? If
blocking me.
you're afraid your party,
All right.
your players would go to chat and get engaged and
Yeah.
lose track of their characters. That would be tough if I were in an RPG. You really have to listen to what everybody's doing.
Yeah, I allow it for the Sunday game, but that's just because we're there and in person.
You're screwing around. Oh yeah,
Yeah, so it's a lot easier to grab everybody's attention.
yeah. All right, and this
Yeah.
did a trade, so it's over to you.
All of a sudden, I put in a lich voice, and everyone suddenly pays attention all over again.
Somebody's gonna die.
Yep. Oh, Serac here. God, I didn't get to play him enough. I miss Serac. No boy, got it.
I posted. I tagged him in my bits cheer, and I says so much salt, and I did 1,000 cheer on the salt.
Wow.
He says, "You think I won't buy more bits just to win?" He says he's irresponsible with his money.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
this
am
is
too.
awesome.
Hey, all this money goes to one place, so.
Yeah, Twitch gets most of it, or Amazon gets
Yeah,
most of
yeah.
it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All goes
Um,
to Twitch. Huh.
I'm sorry, is it my turn? Are you guys waiting on me?
I believe so.
I think so.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
News from the internet. Lone Wolf Development, the creators of the Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition version that is coming out, is hiring.
Oh,
That is interesting. They are hiring for a veteran web UI front-end application developer.
Yeah.
Not exactly the
Yeah.
hire you were looking for.
And my turn is over. I don't know if Chris
Alright.
is done yet, but
Wow, you look like so many yellows. All right, since somebody doesn't want to let me have what I want, which is actually,
Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. Sorry, I just
all right, we're just gonna bite the bullet and take this.
Bite the bullet.
Mhm.
All right.
I really wanted those 2 extra points.
Oh yeah. To wait for it to shuffle down. But you didn't want to risk losing it, right?
Oh.
Yeah, at a certain point, it wasn't like worth the blocking
Yeah.
of making anything else.
I don't have it on my screen here. Who has the most of the victory cards? Are we getting close to the end?
No,
We're all
we only
tied.
have 2 at the most each.
Oh yeah.
what is the price difference between a gold and a silver? I forgot.
The golds are worth 3
1,
victory
3.
points, and the silver are worth 1 victory
Whose turn
point.
is it?
That
It
was
is not
Anissa,
my
so it
turn.
is Quinn's turn.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
Quinn
a
is
12
thinking
point.
right
That's a
now.
12-point card on the end there. Because 9 plus 3.
Thank you. I did my math wrong.
Math's hard.
Math is hard. Math sucks.
Can't believe you're gonna buy that. Why would you do that?
Get more points than you. I don't know why that sounded so salty. I'm sorry.
Anissa just wished you would have done that last turn because that would have been 2 victory points when she took the card that was next to it. So
Does that say 18 there?
It does.
It does. 2
Mother
green,
bitch.
2
Ah,
green, 3
sorry.
blue. Yeah.
Yep, PG-13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, if only
Your
I had
turn,
my
Chris?
2.
Mhm.
okay.
All right, he's getting some resources. Over to you, Frank.
All right, I'm trading stuff in.
So what does the actual artwork for this game look like when
Well, there are 2 versions of it with the artwork. The one I've got is the Gollum edition, so it's a
All
bunch
done?
of cool Gollum looking things with
Okay.
like little gem. The instead of blocks, they're little crystals. But the traditional one is I don't know. How would you describe it? Well, Anissa, you've played the Gollum edition. I haven't
I've
really.
seen pictures of the original.
Yeah, I think it's more of a Middle East desert kind of scene.
Gotcha.
It's very similar to Gollum, honestly. Like,
Oh, is it?
it is pretty similar. I think there may have been a reprint, maybe, but from what I've seen pictures of it, it looks kind of the same, except for no golems, and it's not
Yeah.
bags of gems; it's bags of
But you
spices and stuff.
But you can see why this is a gateway game of types because it's your turn. The turns are fast. When we're not chatting,
Yeah.
But
Chris, your turn.
the decisions are
Okay.
limited. The decisions are limited. So it.
Yeah.
We need to shift over the bottom row. I forgot the word for it.
I see where everybody's trying to go
Yeah.
now.
Hmm.
Actually, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you do.
No, I
Do
don't.
it. Do it.
Do
No.
it. Do
'Cause, I
it.
mean, that's
Do
kind of
it.
silly when I
Like
can just
Cartwright.
do this.
All the cool kids are doing it now.
When I can just do this and I get,
13.
13 points.
Yeah, your strategy is far superior. I don't know. It probably is pretty good.
We need you to move that yellow.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't. Somehow we need 2 resource cards out. Was I asleep on the resource
Yeah,
card?
Yeah.
sorry. I said it right as they were buying a thing, so I don't know
Wow.
if it was.
Well, I didn't
All right.
pay for it because I knew it needed to be shuffled. So
Gotcha.
Cool.
and I'm all done.
Spooky. I want to know where. We're just gonna take this.
You bought so many
Feel
bits,
free to shift it over.
but
Yeah.
he's still processing.
You know,
It lags in the stream.
it's the craziest thing, but my computer, when I come, this is probably maybe a little too much information, but I always get into like comfortable clothes when I get home from the office. So my wallet is always upstairs in the house. So whenever I sit down at the computer to watch a Twitch stream, I never have my wallet, and I'm like, oh, I got to remember tomorrow at work, I'm gonna buy bits. So then when I'm watching a stream, I can give them away, and then I never do. I don't know if it's subconsciously don't want to spend money or what, but I never have bits on my account because I'm too stupid to do it.
The first time buyer right now for Amazon, they have for like $10 you get like 1,500 or something like that.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like you get some sort of first time bits buyer bonus.
Bit
Huh.
buyer bonus. Say that 3 times fast. Jeans
Bits
off,
buyer bonus,
PG's
bits
on.
buyer
Yeah,
bonus, bits buyer bonus.
Shrieky's got it. Yeah, I got these comfortable sweatpants, man. Here they go.
Were
Yeah, I'm
pants
still in my
required
work clothes.
tonight?
I'm
I didn't
lame.
get the memo.
I gotta get dinner after this. I gotta go outside. Get something.
Oh, be careful out there. There's like weather
Great
and
job,
things out
Freaky
there.
Fast, you know.
I live in Southern California. I went surfing this morning.
Oh,
before
yeah, there
work,
you go.
so
Yeah, San Diego is a beautiful place.
it is gorgeous. I miss LA though. Can't wait to get back.
Oh,
So,
LA?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It is addicting city to live in. It's great.
I've been there several times and I hated it every time. But
Is it my turn?
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
it's a terrible place to live in. But once you live there, you can't live anywhere else because there's always something going on.
yeah,
Always.
turn
It's
or
a
not?
lot of fun.
but it takes you like 7 hours to get there because of traffic. Is there? I don't.
We have a train that you could actually
Well,
go
there
up
you
and
go.
take.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's not that bad. But yeah, no, going from downtown to Burbank, it's only 20 miles away in all reality. But it took me 2.5 hours to
Yeah.
get there once. Yeah, the traffic is not.
Is it somebody's turn? Or are we waiting on
I
I
Quinn
want to
again?
say it's Chris's.
Okay, I kept trying to ask, but you're talking about surfing and whatnot. I
Yeah,
didn't want to
don't interrupt your gameplay. Our
Oh, is it
chit-chat.
my turn?
No,
No.
it's Chris.
Oh,
He's just slacking. He's not really. But
What is going on here?
yeah. All right, Frank, go ahead.
oh, I
Frank
usually
is
mute. Sorry.
Frank just rested for the turn.
All
Thank you,
right.
Frank.
For the audio only, that wasn't a bong rip. That was me drinking a hydro flask. Sorry.
Sure, you weren't just talking about being out in California.
Yeah.
Alright, I feel like you guys are making some terms, but I can't make them, so I'm gonna do this.
All right. Ah, man, that blue one is just laying out there. Oh, Quinn, you could get it back. That was your blue cube. But if you don't need it. It's your turn. It's your turn now, though.
It's an ugly card.
It is.
No, it is, but I have no access to any green tiles right now, and that is pretty enticing. So I actually think I am going to go ahead and take it.
I don't think you are. This is not the tile you're looking for.
Yeah.
And yet there
Your
it goes.
your Jedi powers have no effect on me.
I'm a Targaryen.
Ooh, a triple trade card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which that's mine.
No, you did not want that.
Let him have it.
Oh man.
Let him have it.
How-
Some of these cards are rather questionable in their art design. I'm just going to say.
Yeah, I would say that too. A little risque, perhaps. A little. I don't know the
Yeah.
perspective. I think is what it is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How is his 390 bits put him in first place over my 1,000 bits?
He has a 1,098.
Total in the stream. He is
Total.
winning.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how do I see the total?
It's at the top of the stream. All the way the little banner at the top of the stream
Mhm.
chat.
Yeah, yours
You
is
were just winging
1,037.
it. You were just winging it, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just winging it.
Man,
I mean, yeah, they're all classic. I see you, Albrecht Dürer.
fight me, Chris, he says. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Here we go. That was Anissa's turn. You took the
Dr. PT0 says it's art, not risque.
it's art. That's right. Yeah, these are classic paintings, and our ignorance is bad.
Some Victorian, there's some Victorian
Yeah.
men back in the day who would go over and make a Jackson Pollock painting across his table with these cards.
All right, Quinn, your turn.
My turn? Sorry. Oh. I'm trying to make highbrow jokes here, and I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, which is like a change. I mean, make the effort. I mean, I like the effort.
I'm resting.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead, Chris. Chris's.
Ooh, that's a good resource
Wow.
card right there. Damn. I may have to go for it. Nah.
Yeah. This late in the game now. Well, I don't know.
Is it Chris's
Jesus.
turn? Is
Yeah.
that what I'm getting?
I'm done.
Okay, I'm buying a card.
Yeah, right there
He-
on.
Oh.
Will you stop getting in a bidding war
Yeah.
with Brian over the pits?
Yeah. You're not going to. Yeah.
I have a company to run, man. Come on.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Buys the company.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, in other news, Soul PG now
Yeah.
belongs to Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was your turn.
Did somebody approve
Mhm.
Jason's post?
I will if you want me to.
I did it. I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna rest.
That's awesome.
This is the first time I've rested in like 10 turns. And drew literally 12 cards. I can't see them all.
You got to watch what Jason says. He might say it's legitimate, but with that twisted mind, you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah. The Forrest Gump of witty retorts. All right, Quinn's done. Chris, to you.
Yeah.
If Forrest Gump had an evil twin, Jason Orsini would be its name.
An evil twin that made it through medical school.
Well, not medical school,
Well, yeah.
but he didn't spend 8 freaking years at evil doctorate school.
All right, Frank, you're up.
That's a lot of Dr. Pepper in 8 years. Wasn't that Forrest Gump's thing? Yeah, there we go.
I'm done. I'm just drawing.
Sorry, it's really hard to see my hand now.
Oh, it's so many cards.
Yeah. I mean, that happens IRL too, though, so. Okay. Can I read that? What is that?
All right. So wait.
Is anyone else gonna be able to? Nope, no one can. Okay. We're gonna do. Where's the card? Sorry, I'm like literally just looking for a singular card in my hand. Found it. Good job. Right. Yellow, 2 yellow to a green. Such a fun time.
Matt grounded her daughter for saying "on your" for a
Yeah.
week. That's awesome. I love chat right now.
Yeah, it's a good time over there. It's so Anissa went. I was reading chat and not paying attention. So it's Quinn's turn again.
I believe so, sir. I believe so.
This is like the worst stream ever. Like 5 people like staring at chat. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
much
look
fun.
at the chat's doing.
Yeah, yeah. There's no other way for us to chat without streaming. Yeah. All right. Oh,
I'm thinking a few moves
I
ahead.
mean, it's not like we don't have Discord, where
Yeah.
people can come in and join
Yeah,
us
right.
and chat about all
Hey.
sorts of things.
Quinn is he's Trump. He's playing 3D chess over here, right? He's thinking ahead, man.
It's the
Oh,
best.
gosh.
It's the best card.
It's the best card. You only have the best cards. You only draft only the best cards.
I only draft the best cards.
I'm
So
sorry.
really-
They say
so really-
you shouldn't with new friends you shouldn't talk politics or religion. So I should be gentle. I should stop that.
Be gentle. It's my
Be
first time.
gentle. Yeah. Yeah. So let's go back down the road to blue humor. That's no better, I guess.
Oh, let's see what the heck going on. I think I'm gonna rest.
All right, Frank.
Never have to rest again.
Oh,
that's
big trade. All right, Anissa, while he's throwing his cubes all over the table, go ahead.
All right, we're gonna get some. Who's doing what right now?
Quinn, is it Joy that has the uncomfortable headphones?
Yes.
Since I don't usually broadcast, I don't wear them, and these are killing me here right now.
I think everybody has upgraded their headset to something a little more comfortable now, but I know Maddie has the ones that actually upset him.
Yeah. Irritate, huh?
Significantly. Yeah. Irritate.
That's a Logitech headset you've got on now, right?
It's Logitech, yeah, the G19, I believe.
I'm writing it down.
It's pretty comfortable. I've had more comfortable ones before.
Oh yeah, but 2.5 or 3 hours in, you're all right on a stream.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I binge played Far Cry 5 this weekend.
Oh, nice.
And it's a terrific game. And I literally sat my computer here pretty much all day playing Far Cry 5 with these headphones on. So yeah, they're really comfortable. But now that I'm sorry, is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go with that.
See, I do the same thing. I'll binge a game and I'll play it for hours. And I have the Corsair H2100 wireless, and they're amazing. They're so comfortable.
But your batteries are always dying, though, right?
No, like they're 10-hour batteries. It's just when I forget to plug them in.
What was the number on them again, Chris?
The H2100s.
We'll go to Amazon, take a look tomorrow.
If you can afford them, Astros are a good one as well.
I've tried them on, and they are good. You want to make sure you get the ones with the larger ear cups, though.
Yep, the A50s, I believe.
Yeah.
Right. But now that I have actually gotten my beautiful blue microphone back to see, I'm just going to be switching to earbuds.
Yeah,
streams. Mm-hmm.
I would just like to say, if anyone from Corsair is watching, I could use a new pair of headphones.
If you want to sponsor our show with 12 people watching.
Right.
So I used to review products when I was a video game journalist, and I was back in the aughts, the early days, and I actually got a number of things for free for review, so it wasn't exactly free. I had to write a review, and it was such a surprise. I was like, all right, so how do I return this back to you? He's like, oh no, you just keep it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think it's time to start reviewing televisions.
Yeah. I'm done.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Who's that famous YouTuber that does the tech? Marquez Brownlee?
Oh, Yeah,
I go to Linus
love
Tech
him.
Tips. He's my guy.
Yeah.
I like
Did you
Linus.
see that Linus just had a tour of the Drive Savers facility? That was
What
pretty
are-
cool.
I'm not familiar with what Drive Savers is.
Drive Savers is a company that my company actually uses, where they have like this like clean room, and they'll take like the most destroyed hard drives, and they can recover from RAID arrays, everything. I mean,
Wow.
they had one that got ran over by a semi, and they were able to recover data.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah,
It's not
what
cheap,
cost?
but it's if you need that data, it's what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right. She's traded. Quinn, back to you.
Two yellows or two red.
Back to moi. I am going to.
Oui, oui, monsieur. All right. 3-1.
Who would have thought?
That was a heck of a deal right there.
Chris, your turn.
I probably could have cut you off, but I wasn't sure about how fast it would take you to do it.
Yeah, we probably should push on and wrap this up, right? And we'll be back tomorrow with the second half of our 45-minute game. This says like 30 to 45 minutes on the box. So
Okay,
we're-
that's I've never played this game in under an hour.
Yeah.
Which is one time, but like not exactly a good sample size.
I
I'm
typically,
gonna
I
go
typically,
Chris.
I
You're
typically
fine.
don't like card games. Like I tried to get into Magic. I played Pokemon, the trading card game, as a kid.
yeah.
But I don't know with the games that you guys play. Like I'm just every time I come on play a card game, I'm like, you son of a gun. I'm not like that. I'm like, this is a really good game.
No, I'm definitely like that. Just like that's my
I
internal
cannot-
monologue.
I'm all
Frank,
done.
Frank,
Oh, I
you and
see
I are not
you.
friends right now.
He took your
You
play.
already
Huh?
took a card I wanted, buddy. I have to smack back sometimes.
All right.
I mean, feel free to just keep doing that and moving the cards that I want.
That you want on down towards the
Oh.
All right, Frank. Now that you have no plan, Frank. So
Looks like it's a good time to rest.
all right. Frank's taking a nap.
Alrighty then. Okay.
Bye, Dr. Pepper Zero. Thanks for coming.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah,
Dr. Pepper's.
I love it.
Oh.
I don't know if that's what the PT is short for. That's just what I'm.
It's Phineas Tyson or something like that.
Yeah.
Ah.
That is actually
Okay.
Frank's brother, Jason, is that guy.
Oh, okay.
I was like, man, how did I miss such an obviously clever
Phineas
name?
Tyson or Tennyson or
He
something
does
like
have a doctorate or something. I don't know.
Doctor
Not
or
an
something.
MD.
Okay.
Not the good kind of doctor.
PHAT.
He's
You're
a
like me with
science.
my brother. Oh, what show is your brother in? Some TV show. I don't know.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Something like Blue Blood. I don't. Who cares? It sucks.
Alright,
The latest one he was in the last week's episode of Lucifer, I want to say.
Let's see.
I don't know what
It's
I
not-
don't even I don't have television, so I don't know what it is.
I barely watch TV, so like every time he's like, I got this role on a primetime network. I'm like, great, man.
Yeah,
I'm
is it-
happy. You're paying work.
Talk to me when you get a
Uh,
Netflix series, right?
Yeah, I'll see it then, dude. Okay, so is it my turn?
No,
Yeah.
sorry,
Ready to
it's my
subscribe.
turn. I'm just existing.
You're just existing.
This is what I'm
That's
doing. Okay,
adorable.
alright, I
He's
got
excited.
this.
I see where
Oh,
he's going.
Nice. It's got the party horse.
Oh, wait
Yes.
a minute.
Yeah, the
Whoa.
Oh,
subscribers
no,
get
no, no,
rewarded.
no. You put it on the table. You gotta go.
Alright.
You gotta.
No,
Rules.
you don't. You can do what
Yeah,
you
you
want.
do.
Curse that one with Chris.
Yeah, right. Card laid is a card? No. What are you what's she doing there?
Oh, Brian just subbed.
He did
Twitch
with
Prime.
his Twitch.
Yeah, look at him.
Yep.
I think he beats
I mean,
Chris.
it honestly, low key,
Oh, I've
actually
been
doesn't
subscribed
matter.
for a while.
So I'm gonna just chill with what I did.
I was
just
the
realized it
first.
doesn't matter either way.
I'm sorry, Nessa. Everybody's
Um,
talking over you. Did you ask a question? It was like,
No, I just realized it literally has no effect, so I'm just gonna live with it.
It literally didn't matter. Okay. Yeah. So we're doing 2 red and 2, 3
Alright.
blue,
So she's
and a
di-
green.
she-
So I'm done.
she's
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep
Alright.
forgetting. It's
Ah!
just such a
Oh
habit.
no, it's not happening.
Get over there. All right, Quinn, your turn.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of know what you're doing. Or are you gonna wait?
So how do I club together pieces?
Hold down Control as you click each one of them,
All right.
and now pick them up. Now click and hold. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So you get one of those. Oop, and then I missed it. All right.
Country. God, I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, man. It's just it's an addiction, really.
Oh.
All right, Chris.
I don't know what to do. Oh.
If you play it, you lose.
Feel like a scary house thing. Get out. Get.
This is the creepiest version of Field of Dreams I've ever
Yeah.
been in.
Field of Dreams in Barovia.
Yeah, exactly. Ideas.
Yeah, right.
Oh, did that go away? Someone take what I wanted.
Yep.
Yes.
Quinn
I
just
took it
did.
a while
Boy.
ago.
What's up?
No,
Again, you took what I wanted.
Okay.
That's how
I'm
the
sorry,
drafting
Chris.
games
We're not
go.
playing to your plan.
Yeah. If you want to announce what card you're going for next, everybody will lay off of it, though. I promise.
Hold on. I need to
Oh,
get
no.
my calculator out.
Scout's
Now, just-
honor.
You mean? Oh.
My brother's an Eagle Scout. He's a lying son of a gun.
Way to pull that.
Nicely
13
done.
back.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. We're gonna go off the air, and he's just gonna let out like a George Carlin string of F-bombs that he was holding on to.
You know, I usually pre-game my curses before stream or something like that. So I'll just unleash this torrent of curse
Yeah,
words
It's
right
gonna
before.
be Sam
and,
Kennison over there. Yeah.
Yep. And then I'll be good to go. But I forgot to do it, so.
All right, Frank. I think it's your turn.
Crap, I don't even know what to do anymore.
Wow, that is really a personal. There he goes. He's gonna do something. All right, Anissa.
Alrighty.
Okay,
I
I'm
get to
sorry.
do
I'm
it?
sorry to keep asking this. And I'm sorry, Anissa. The golds are 3. The silvers are 2.
Or one.
One.
3
You
and
can
1.
actually
If you
hover
hover
over them and
over
it'll
the
tell you.
Yeah, you hover it, it'll tell you what the point value.
Oh well, look at that,
3.
dummy.
Alright, we're gonna go and do this. I waited too long for this. Hello, my new card. And my silver.
Yeah, you get a little reward like thing there. All right.
And does this deck end?
Oh well.
There's 18 more cards there.
Yeah, there's enough for everybody to get up to 5. All right. That's a sad looking fella in that new card. Wow, 16 victory points though.
All right, Chris.
Yeah. Frank.
Almost forgot what I was doing. There we
3 into
go.
3. All right.
Yep. That's all I'm doing.
All right, Anissa.
Someone in chat just asked us about the new card.
They really captured my essence. In that. It does. I mean, the red hat really sells it. I've got to
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Alrighty then. Whew. Alright, I just thought what I was gonna do.
I don't know,
Now
that-
forgot.
That card kind of reminds me of Gallagher.
That might be yeah. Man, I haven't seen Gallagher in forever. So,
All right, 2
all
yellows
right,
and
Quinn,
a
to
green
you.
to 2 blues.
I'm resting.
All right, Chris. All right, you're gonna buy that card. All right. And 4 red.
I rested. So I'm done after Chris is done.
All right, back to you, Anissa.
All righty. Oh no. I'm so sad. Oh no.
Villainous bear.
Nice. I think.
Oh, we
Changed
weren't
his name
live
like
when we
20
said
times.
diabetes bear, did we?
No, I don't think he was here.
Yeah, no, because we were, and we weren't referring to you, Brian. We were talking about if a bear shits in the woods. And
Diabetic bear.
And diabetic.
yeah, and then and Chris was like, "You mean a sugar bear?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, bear eats only sugar."
You got to say it in that Wilford Brimley voice, though. Diabetes, right? I mean,
Diabetes bear.
yeah.
You might be wondering why I'm here
Hello,
talking to you about diabetes.
There you go.
But I'm a diabetes bear.
Oh yeah.
Smokey the Bear really had a left turn in the career. Just goes for pharmaceutical companies. Bear. You probably know me as Smokey the Bear. But what you don't know is that I suffer from type 2 diabetes.
2 yellow, 2 red. Oh god.
Frank, you said you're a diabetes bear.
I am. I have the beatus.
The beatus.
I do as well.
I contracted the beatus about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I got the beatus because I
It's
couldn't
when I
stop
became
being
an
a fat
IT
kid.
tech, I all of a sudden became diabetic.
That'll do it.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Oh,
Quinn.
no.
A chair and a laptop. Enjoy your diabetes.
Pretty much.
You see, that's the only reason I exercise as much as I do is because I don't want diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
And you can change your risk, but man, it's a lot of people. It's genetic. Look, you haven't seen Frank, but Frank isn't overweight.
That you
Oh,
can tell.
That I can tell. Maybe, yeah, he might have thunder thighs. I don't know. He's always sitting down, you know.
I got a butt that just won't quit.
oh my God.
Becky, look at her stuff. Oh, we're gonna do Valley Girl stuff now. We're gonna talk like that.
Oh god.
Oh God.
I think it's Quinn's turn. I think we've kind of laughed our way
Yeah.
around the table here.
I think so.
What's our card count to? We going to 6 or 5?
5.
5.
We
Please,
could just
sometime
call it
soon.
now, though. If you Frank, you must be close.
close.
I'm working on buying one more.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of stuff kicking it here. Oh, I didn't know Cheeseburger was diabetic. Oh, I just feel bad for the Cheeseburger is this.
Yeah, the diabetic bear.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a diabetic bear.
Yeah, there's someone that said giving a diabetic bear a bath with a pipe, and they were shooting him with water in the game. I was like, what the heck? They had him standing in front of a pipe, and they let it loose and
Yeah,
just
but you
doused
know,
him with
like
water.
I think
Your turn, Chris.
I'm kind of in love with Peaches in that game. Like she is my little buddies, and we.
I was about to say something bad about you eating a peach for hours or something like that.
Oh God. See,
Way to go, Nicolas
you
Cage.
said you were about to, but then you ended up saying it anyway. So you really.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
Yeah.
I don't want to get in trouble for saying a bad word, but you're a effing. Oh. Boomer is best boy. All right, Anissa, back to you.
Alrighty, we're gonna take this. I don't want it, but I want the yellow.
Boomer is probably the most useful one, though. I'll give Bear that.
Boomer is bang.
Boomer is Bay. Huh?
Boomer's Bay.
All right, Quinn. You
Alright,
just went, right?
alright,
Yeah,
alright.
Anissa just went. She took a card.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Damn right she did.
Yeah.
Darn. Or resource gathering.
Yeah, a little late for that, but do it. I think Frank's about to bring it all to a
Live your
close.
best life. No.
Maybe.
Franklin, go ahead.
Yeah, he is too, isn't he?
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
I have to put it out there. You got this. Well, you got this round plus to get through.
Oh, you're not going to
Alright,
take
you
the
could-
easy one. You're going to go for the.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna do
Well, no, I
that.
thought in the game, even if I go out this round, everybody gets to finish the round.
No, only no, nobody does because you're the last player.
Yeah, you would
Oh,
end the
okay.
game.
Well, yeah, this is it,
But
ladies
do-
and gentlemen.
Raising my hopes up. Like,
Yeah, I know.
maybe they want more points.
But Chris, go ahead and spend all that time getting your cubes lined up perfectly.
Yeah.
They look pretty, Chris.
Man, this is like the episode. This is like Threads of Fate, episode 4 with Carrie in it. If Table Crashers. He just took me on an emotional roller coaster, and I just suddenly went right back down. Thank you.
All right, Frank.
See, I was about ready. My next one, I'm buying that. I was gonna buy that.
All right, so that's 5 for you, Frank.
That is
Yep.
5.
All right, so the game is over at the end of the last person's turn, and he was last.
Which is
person.
his.
So let me. I'll clean up
I'm
here.
just looking at 55 points here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not a bad
43,
score.
I want to say 43 is what I want to say.
I think Quinn cheated.
I didn't cheat at all. As a matter of fact, I actually openly talked about my strategy.
Yeah, you did. You did kind of telegraph your play there.
Yeah, I was like, well, if I go through this.
Yeah.
50 even.
Hey, yeah, I need. All right.
$55. I'm thinking Taco Bell for dinner.
68 points.
Wow. Anybody touch 68?
Spicy.
No,
Not even.
55.
Yeah. So is an Orsina win tonight? Oh wait, Chris is still adding up.
Oh no, I'm typing things in here. So we got at. Hold on. How many points did you have?
Frank had 68. Oh, Quinn had 55. And Anissa, you had what?
43.
43.
And what's your name in Discord?
Wirklich ehrlich. Oh no, wirklich innocent.
Yeah, there you go.
That was
Anissa,
my other name.
Anissa, you just couldn't get the resource cards going. Everything was trade by the time it came around the table to you.
I mean, like, I had some decent trade things. It's just like, basically, if I could get a yellow or a green, I could make anything and actually increase the amount of stuff I had.
Yeah.
It's just that occasionally I was just gonna have to just pick up resource cards just for yellows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was your farming mechanism
You
Yeah.
were 46, weren't you, Chris?
Me? I'm 50 points.
The coins.
Coins,
Oh,
yeah.
coin.
All right.
And what was your score, Vanessa?
Well, let me wrap the show. Let me
48.
wrap the show. We'll go back here and talk about Quinn for one more minute. We're going to go through. Quinn is the MVP here, right? So again, the guest does not win, which is kind of a tradition that we have here, I guess. So, but Quinn, this was a lot of fun. I love watching your stuff. We tune in on Friday nights. Now I know I'm going to have to try and tell my wife and kids that I'm not hanging out on Saturday night and Sunday night too, because your 6 p.m. Pacific seems to be. Well, no, I guess it's Friday night is the early one, right? That's your 4 o'clock show.
That's the 4 o'clock
Yeah.
Pacific Standard Time.
So,
That's
yeah.
only good.
So
Yeah.
trying to tell the kids that Friday night is no longer game night. I got to watch Threads of Fate. It's a little hard.
Well, soon enough, our YouTube, we have our YouTubes available, and
Yeah.
you can always subscribe to there and hit the notifications, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm learning how to do it.
Well played. Well played.
Yeah, because YouTube's algorithm is freaking weird, and
Yep.
they don't get they don't recommend. Videos don't enter the algorithm based off of the views. They do it off of likes
Yeah.
and comments in addition to it.
Right. Well, and after years of being on YouTube with a craft beer channel, they also get into the stream by paying them. They want you to pay. They want you to be advertisers there. So,
Yeah,
that's how
I
they
mean
do
that
it.
makes sense, you
Mhm.
know. But
Yeah.
yeah, and like there was a YouTube catastrophe earlier. Yeah, I just gotta. It's a pain.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I am not a fan of YouTube. I much prefer Twitch.
Yeah. Well, because honestly, the live engagement, the chat tonight has been just a riot. You know,
Yep.
that's been a good time. So, but yeah, we'll sign off here now. This has been a fun game. I appreciate Frank and Nissa and Chris coming along to play with us, and Quinn. We'll watch your stuff. We're anxious to see what Soul Bear does next. And I think Chris and Brian had set up some kind of crossover thing. So let's all go get Taco Bell and play an RPG. What do you think?
Woohoo!
All
All
right.
right. See you
Hey, that's
guys.
it. Good night,
There you
everybody.
guys.